wide receiver Dustin Burkhardt, who ended up with 217 receiving yards. That is a career high in his first 100-yard receiving game. Coach, you want to start with an opening statement?
Sure. First of all, would like to congratulate UAB on a great win. It's always difficult to travel and get a victory on the road. So congratulations to their team, to their coaching staff for coming in here and playing a solid football game. Secondly, want to say how proud I am of our players. There's a lot of moments in that game, a lot of things that we did to really hurt ourselves, and some situations that came up that would have been really easy to pack it in. But our team did not do that. Not one time did they flinch. They just kept fighting. They just kept believing. And there's a lot of things that we can coach. We can coach fundamentals, technique, scheme, all of those things, but you can't coach that fight. You can't coach that desire. And our team has proven to me that multiple times, that they are incredibly resilient, and they just keep going. They just keep fighting. And I think that gives us a lot of hope for our future, and it gives us a lot of hope for the success that we feel that we're capable of having this season.
I heard you say out there battle of big plays, obviously, but why is your secondary struggling? Why did they struggle in this game? Is it a matter of youth, a matter of still learning the scheme? What?
I think, again, just early in that game, there's, some opportunities. They're taking a lot of shots, and that's what we knew coming into it. They're a big physical running team. They're built on the run, and their passing game is really built off of the play action. And they were taking shots down the field, and they hit them. And you have to give them credit. They executed in those situations, better than we did. So I think that's the biggest thing for us is just understanding, just those situations, when they're going to take shots, how we need to play them, and just improving on our end, and I think we'll be in good shape.
Is that an experience thing eventually?
No, not at all. These guys are. There's some seasoned guys back there that have played a lot of college football games. There's, some guys that haven't. But at the end of the day, we've gone through fall camp. We've been through a game. There's no freshmen left out there. There's no, excuses and lack of experience. It's just we gotta play better, right? And we gotta understand the situations, and we have to execute better, knowing that that's who they are, knowing that that's their offense, and that's really how they thrive is on those on their running attack and on their explosive passes. And I think in terms of our run defense, I thought we played really well. I thought we did a great job. As I said, it's a big, strong, physical team that runs the ball as well as anybody. So for us to come out there and hold them the way we did running the football is something to build on. Certainly, an improvement for us from week 1 to week 2.
This question is for Keto and Dustin. Can you guys speak to the chemistry that you guys have? 217 yards, 8 targets. What brings the forward command between you two?
I just say I really know Dusty's a guy that can really run. Throughout the spring and fall camp, he showed me he's really good at creating separation and keeping that separation with his speed. So I thought he did a good job of showing that today.
Touching on chemistry, just we've been repping together for 3 years, and being with him through meetings, fall camp, 3 camps, and I'd say it's finally paying off now that I got my opportunity. So,
Cato, what were they doing in that first half to I guess frustrate you guys offensively that you could put your finger on?
I don't really put my finger on any one thing. I felt really good about our passing attack today. And I just feel like on my behalf, I didn't do a good job of getting the ball out quick on some plays, taking negative plays. Like I think it said 5 sacks, and a couple of those sacks I could have just threw the ball out of bounds or probably got the ball out quicker. So I just think we need to do a better job as an offense of just not taking negative plays and just keep moving forward.
Coach, we've seen 14 points in the fourth quarter, and we know that you're about to start, MAC, competition next week. What's your overall just message to the team? Of course, I know you talked about earlier that you guys have that fight, to never give up kind of thing. So what's your overall message starting next week?
Well, I think it's just that. I think the message for next week has already, kind of been delivered to our team. We have to build off of this. We said there's going to be so many opportunities for us to go back this Monday when we meet to watch the film and to learn from situations that came up in the game, different mistakes that we made, things that we can do better. And there's going to be a lot of opportunity for growth in that regard. But at the end of the day, our team showed that they got something inside of them. They got a competitive spirit inside of them. They got a fight inside of them that will not be denied. And I think that when you have that, you have something special. And it's going to be our job as coaches to continue, to work and develop these players and help them improve and help them understand, our offense, our defense, our special teams, to help them execute, in critical situations of the game. But to have a group of players that fight the way that they fight, there's a lot to be said for that. It's a special trait, and it's one that we are going to rely on, one that we're going to build on, and really look to allow that competitive nature to carry us through the season.
Yeah, Dustin, I know the numbers probably don't console you in any way for losing the game, but number one, what does a performance like today mean to you? And second of all, what were you thinking on that final catch, the 64-yard catch?
The performance, personal performance doesn't really mean a lot to me. It never has. I'm more proud of our team for the way they fought and just hearing the positive that we have. The catch, they went up and made a play, and honestly, I was just focused on the ball, and somehow it bounced right in my way, so I just scooped it up and ran. I mean, there's nothing else to really think about.
Something that kind of went viral during the game, of course, you guys got an interception, and the turnover pencil went viral while we, at the game. So I kind of looked it up and was looking at it, and I was like, what is this? So can you guys elaborate a little bit about the turnover pencil and where it came from and, what's going on with it?
Well, I think it's our defensive staff came up with that. Coach Rodriguez is, that's really, one of the many great strengths that he has is just, understanding, really our players and what's most important. And, what we've talked about is writing our story. And you talk about a number 2 pencil, right? We got this giant number 2 pencil. And, for a team that's program is built, foundation of our program is built on fundamentals. It's built on technique. Like a pencil, a number 2 pencil, what is a greater representation of that? And it's outside of that, it's something that really energizes our defense. And we know as offensive, in the offensive meeting, even starting in camp, right? Every time they get a takeaway, right? They got this whole thing they're doing. They're coming. They got a book where they're signing their name with that pencil. They're putting a stamp on it, and they have a whole dance. I don't know what they do, but it drives us crazy on the offensive side. And it's about writing our story. It's about being in control of your own destiny, realizing that the only people that matter are the people in our program. Whatever's happening on the outside. Whoever our opponent is, whatever they've done, whatever they've accomplished, it doesn't matter. It's about us. It's about the group of people in our football program and our opportunity to control our own destiny and to write our story.
Why does it drive you crazy on the offensive side of the ball?
Well, we're trying to make corrections, and we got the defense dancing and stomping and clapping and chanting, and it's positive from my perspective because I know they had a good day and they created some takeaways, but at the same time too, it's frustrating to us because we know we gave those up. We gave some turnovers away, but we'll be fired up when we hear them going tomorrow. Because I know Jordan had a great play and. Got a big interception, which really gave us some life. And, we got to do a better job capitalizing on that, and playing, off of each other, playing as a team. And, defense gets a big stop. We got to be ready on offense to be able to go back out there and put some points on the board, get a takeaway, go score a touchdown. So those are some of the areas where we can improve. But, proud of the way that the defense responded, proud of the way that Jordan responded. He had some calls, some PIs go on him. They were targeting him. They were throwing at him all day long, and for him he had a great pass breakup that prevented a touchdown, and then to be able to come back and get a big interception, almost got a return on it. Just really proud of that.
Kato, we heard Dustin's perspective of the 64-yarder. What did you see from you throwing the ball. He was in double coverage, but you knew he had a chance to make the catch, huh?
I mean, like we had ran that play a couple times, and he just basically has like a go route out of the slot. And I thought he beat the safety across his face. The other safety was low, and I didn't throw a good ball. I kind of underthrew it, and I think if I'd have pushed him more, he'd have ran under it. But I just thought he did a good job of making the play and keeping his eyes on the ball.